Hi guys, this is Aditya from itechnospot.com, and in today's session we'll be going through intents. This is our second basic Android development tutorial. If you haven't set up the Android Studio and the Hello World app, just click on the previous the tutorial 1 button out there. So if you are done with that, then we'll start our second tutorial. So I have just created a new project called intents. You can just click on file, new project, and you can create a new intent there. And once we have that intent, we have our main activity. So once we have that, we'll just jump on to the activity main. I have just created a simple login form here. We have our text view, our edit text for name, email, password, and a submit button to submit the data. So we'll be seeing how to use intents and how to send data or basically share data from one activity to other activity. So you can always drag and drop all these edit text from the palette here. Let's quickly jump into the programming part. We have to use edit text. So before that we have to get our text view, edit text and our button. So we'll just create an object for our button and object for our edit text. We have our name edit text, we have an email edit text, and we have our password edit text. So we have these three things. We'll just reference them. So we have b1 is equal to button find view by id r dot id dot submit button, and we have our name edit text is equal to edit text of find view by id, and we have our name edit text. The variables names can be same since this is referring from our xml file and this is our local variable, so there won't be any problem. We have our we'll just give it there. We have our password text here, and we will and we are just given all the references to our button and our text here. So we'll create an on click listener for making a transition from this activity to another activity. Before that we need to set up our second activity, so we'll just go to the app, right click on that, new activity, blank activity. I'll just put it as second activity, just finish, and you'll get the text here. So just by clearing this, we'll just take a large text here, or basically I'll make it center. So we have this text here. I'll just change the text to form data, so we'll get the form data here. Our form is in our previous activity, that's our main activity. Then we'll take our last text view here, we'll put it in this center, and then we'll just give the id as a result text view. So we need to access this result text view and dynamically change the text of this text view. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna set an on click listener. So we'll just set on click listener. Now just press new and press control space, and studio will do it for you, and you have our anonymous function. Just press enter there. Now we have to access all the parameters and we have to send it to the activity. So here comes our intent. So intent is basically an object which has the description of the next activity or the activity which you want to start, or just the activity can be anything. It can be a broadcast activity or any other activity. So now we'll be creating a basic intent here. We have our intent. We'll create a new intent object. Intent object takes two parameters here. First is the context and second one is the class. So we are in the context of main activity, so we have main activity dot this is our context, and then we have second activity dot class. So second activity is our class. So now we'll start the activity and we'll start the intent. So now we are not sending any data here, just click on run. We have our emulator fired up here. We'll just run here, we'll see. Okay, so we have this. We'll click on submit button and then we come to the second activity. So now, but the last text doesn't change, so we need to get our text there. So once we create our intent, we need to add extra variables to our intent. So we have our, just type intent dot put extra. It'll take a name value pair, so just, or you can also say it as a key value pair. So we'll just put a key as name, and then we'll get the name from the edit text. So we have our name edit text here. We'll just reference our name. We'll just use the get text method and we'll just convert it to toString. Again, we'll have our intent. We'll put the extra, and this time we'll use email key, and then we have our email edit text. We have our get text and we'll convert it to string, and we have the third variable is our password. Our password edit text. We have our toString here. It's just a typo. Yeah. So now we are sending these three variables, putting these three variables in the intent so that it holds all these three variables, and we'll start the activity, that is the second activity, by passing all these variables to the second activity. So we'll just go to the second activity, and now we need to refer our text view here. So we'll just put a text view, that is our result TV, that is our result text view. Now we'll just give our result text view a reference. We have result text view, fine, and then we have our result text view here. So now we need to get those strings and we need to show it here. So we'll have a string name. We'll be using a function called as get intent. This function can be used to get the intent which has been passed from the previous activity. So we have the get intent, you get the extras which are passed, and you get the string, and you just give the key. The key is name for the first variable, that is a string, and when you have, that's the name. We have our email here, that's our second one, that's our email, and third one is our password. Make sure that all these three key names are matching with these three things, with these key which you are given in the main activity. So now we got the name, email and password. Now we'll set those in our result text view. So result text view dot set text of name. Just press a name and then we'll give it as name. We have slash and to go in the next line. We have our email, and then we have our password out there. So we have password. So now we'll be getting our name, email and password, and we have our, we'll be setting our password here. So this is our result text view. So this sums up the intent activity. So let's start the activity and check out. So we have, yeah, so it started. We'll just put it as John, email be jd at some gmail. tutorial.com. Your password is just pop. So we'll just done with this, and once we submit, we'll be moving into the second activity with all these three things, and then we will be showing there. So we'll just click on submit, and we have our name as John, email as JD at email, and the password is pop. So basically this is a basic tutorial for the intent activity. I'll be showing you the but how to use bundle and parse label in other advanced video tutorials. If you like this video tutorial, please kindly share, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, please share. Thank you.